Good evening. Hi everyone. Hello. Okay, let's start. Here in this session, we will test some features and explore some tips about TreeShade. At first, TreeShade is an extension. Let's execute zoom it. Okay. TreeShade is an extension for Adobe Exchange. Sorry, not for Adobe Exchange. You can install from Adobe Exchange in exchange.adobe.com and click on Creative Cloud, then search for the software name, TreeShade. It's an extension for InDesign and Adobe Bridge as a startup script, and for InDesign as a CEP extension. In addition, it has functionality bridge talk with Adobe Photoshop. It's totally free, and after installing, here in Adobe Bridge, you will have two menus, TreeShade and Live Snippet, and you need to select the extension from window, then go to extensions, then click TreeShade. Now in this panel you will have the root folder, because after installing, TreeShade will ask you to create root folder for your project, because TreeShade scan and automatically trace any change in the file structure to update the connection in many level of logical relation. There are many logical relation. You have relation between blessed files in Adobe document, in InDesign document, in two direction, from the photo to the document and from the document to the photo. And also there are logical relation in copying sequence. When you copy a file, the new copy have relation with the original file. It used for building the content using the online form and using Adobe Bridge here. There is something important in file structure, where you have file and a folder have the same pure name. Here they have the same ID. Then pairing relation, connect the file. Like here, if I click open paired folder, the folder beside the file will be opened, and here the file acts as a render structure for the paragraph here. If we double click on the text file, then click no on this message, open bird folder, you will have the content of the text file here and some instruction about structuring. Let's open in VS Code. Okay. Here the first line to render the paragraph in Adobe InDesign, and here to render the paragraph in the HTML page. Because the TreeShade have local server in your computer and can host website. To execute the local server after installing and determining the root folder here, let's open the root folder. Here in the partition, I have this folder, trst. Here you will have a file called main.js. This is a Node.js server. Execute, so open terminal, write cd d and then trst to go to the folder, and then execute node main.js. You need to install Node.js. Search and install. It's free from Google. And after executing the local server, you need a service to connect this local server to the internet. I have installed ngrok service here. Ngrok. I installed this service. It's easy to install and easy to set up, and it's free. If you don't require specific domain, but if you need a specific domain, it costs about $8 monthly. This is the prices. $18 if you subscribe yearly, I think it's about $95. Anyway, here I have installed ngrok. So let's go to the root folder and let's execute ngrok. But I forget that you need to install any packages inside main.js. You need to install NodeMailer, npm space install NodeMailer and Formidable. And there are other packages you need to install if you want, like Puppeteer and OpenAI, if you want to connect OpenAI for generating text. Anyway, this is the command, and I have connected to this domain, ts.darwatan.com.sa. You need to open the domain once after executing to register the domain in Adobe Bridge. So you can here you can double click on special text file, have this text ts_key to open the online form to reflect the content here. So double click, TreeShade will ask you to open online form, yes. And here I have documentation for TreeShade itself. Here I have make subject about live snippet dynamic link command demo project. For testing, I'm testing and at the same time making documentation using the same software. Here you have output page that reflect the content here. Like here you have markdown item. Let's open any page, demo project. This demo project explain how to make simple project for business card using TreeShade. And this documentation I used TreeShade to create. So here I don't want to open the index, I want to open the page itself. Now I think there's a problem in the bus here, because here bus code, so you can enter the content of the page. Let's browse inside list. Here I have TreeShade documentation. Open bird folder, see how this file bird to the project folder. Okay. Here we have the InDesign document, and we have two folders: data for general information about the page, the title, the cover, like that, and body for the body that you can build on the online form. Open body, and you have here items. Each item have label. Here we want to open demo project. Here you have different password for the page. So let's double click here to open. Now we have English and Arabic, bilingual, and this design document generated entirely automatic. I don't edit the file manually. Here the same HTML page that opened here. And here it's help you to manually to match the output with the editing. You can click here to edit. Here the caption for the code and here the content. If you click here, you go to the item in preview, and also here you can click review to edit. And the page here, to language, and also the index generated automatically. Here you have Arabic and English, and the same here in the content. You can click Arabic to edit the Arabic version. Now the form will load the Arabic, because when I click the button beneath Arabic, it adds this flag ln equal AR. You can load both the English and Arabic. If you add also and language English. Now there will be the English and Arabic. And if you duplicate any item, the two language always come together. Here the content management system buttons that you can select title, select paragraph, code, image, logo, icon here, to add icon. Here you're supposed to have icons to select one of them. There is something wrong here in selecting icons. Here you have left bar, indent bar, like this indent bar. You have link, you can add link, the URL and the text. And because here I have two language, ln equal AR and ln equal EN, English and Arabic, I have two input. Anyway, let's talk about Photoshop mockup and how you can update Photoshop file, update the layers, and also execute a specific action automatically when the InDesign document updated. Here in my computer I have some demos. Let's open TW10, then template. Here I have some examples, one of them business card, symbol. All these actually bird file with folders have the same pure name here. And when you double click at any file, the bird folder will be opened. So if we double click here, we can open the folder for the business card. Here in this folder original, we have the project for business card, Let's open the online form by trying to open this text file that has ts_k in its name. Open online form, yes. Here we have a preview for the InDesign document in my computer and a link for the PDF file. And here the form. These actually files exist inside the project folder in my computer. Inside data, I have text files placed in InDesign document. Each text file have a preview generated automatically by TreeShade. Here, these actually text files, not image, but TreeShade show you the location of the text file inside Adobe InDesign document, so you can know where it go. This file ts_sort have the order of the files on the online form. So here you have pure name of the files without the extension listed here to determine the order. The same order here depending on this file. Logo at the beginning. Despite the custom order here, the online form depends on this text file, but you can drag and drop manually the files using Adobe Bridge. Let's logo, then slogan, then name English, name Arabic, then name English, then position Arabic, then position English, then contact. You can drag and drop like that, and update TS sort, the TreeShade sorting file, using this command. From TreeShade menu, select update TS sort. Now the custom order here match the output. So now you can send this URL to your customer, to HR department, to fill the content of the business card, the logo, the slogan, and here you have a small thumbnail for the location of every field, generated automatically using TreeShade when you export the InDesign document. And here for contacts you have dynamic list, so the end user can select an icon and write a text here, like here for phone. Then here you can add email, etc. And here you have link for the PDF file and you can make mockup here. So here this button actually doesn't update the content in the same location. It updates the content in a new folder. It duplicates the content with the InDesign document and produce a new design there. And that determined by the text file that has ts_key in its name inside the project folder. So here inside our project, inside original, we have this text file that have ts_key, and it has the settings for the online form. And without this text file, the online form will not be revealed. Let's open the text file and see its content in VS Code. Here at first we have thumb to show thumbnail with the field. So each field have thumbnail like these. Each field have thumbnail to show the location of the field. And here we have the submitting button beneath the online form. At first we have this button, update in a new URL, which actually revealed here, update in a new URL. The location of updating determined by this after the colon, which is go back one step to the parent folder, to the parent of parent, then inside folder called clone, create random folder with length of 8, have 8 capital letters and digit here. If you write A small, A capital, then capital letters and small letters and digits. Okay. So here, when you click this button, the content will be submitted not inside the same location, not in original. It go back, then inside the clone, it create random folder with 8 capital letters and digit random, and here you will have a new copy. So let's try practically. Now let's fill imaginary content in the business card. Let's refresh the page. Let's update the logo. Let's put the TreeShade logo. There is a logo for TreeShade, the software. Let's put here. Here I have the root folder for TreeShade where the project file exists. Inside workshop. Inside workshop, where you suppose here you're supposed to put your project files and edit them. I have this folder, software development, and here I have TreeShade, TRST, and Where is the logo? Inside this T. Not TRST. Inside TS. Okay, here we have logo. Okay. Let's write slogan. Graphic. Let's write content. Then design. Then print. Okay. The position in Arabic. برمج. In English. Developer. The name in Arabic. And the name in English. And here we have contact. The end user can select the icon, mobile, and let's write the mobile. Then you can click this plus to add the dynamic content. You can add different contact type and write the content. Here the email. And this form you can build without the need to code anything, just by arranging the files in specific order and have some text flags to determine the option field, the text field, the upload field, etc. And you can dynamic list by adding ID capital letters at the beginning of the file. So TreeShade automatically generate dynamic link, generate dynamic list. So you can add a new item, remove or reorder. Now let's click update in a new URL, because this button will produce a new design in a new folder and duplicate entirely the content as text files and image, and also the InDesign document to the new folder to be generated automatically. So let's put Adobe InDesign on the right to see how it works. We put this on the right. Okay. Now we have on the right Adobe Branch and Adobe InDesign, and on the left the browser, the online form. Of course, this online form it's not supposed to be in my computer, because I can edit the content here directly, but you can send to your collaborator, to your customer, to different departments to fill the content in dynamic way. Now the new design will be created not in the same URL. You will have different URL. Instead of original, you will have clone and a new random folder. Let's click update. Now the order will be sent to the local server in my computer. The InDesign document, the new InDesign document will be opened, the content will be updated, and automatically checked in, which means auto export PDF and thumbnails for the page, and close the document if it already was closed. Reveal the PDF in Adobe Bridge in your computer, and while that, the end user waiting. And in less than 1 minute, the new design will be revealed in his browser, like in his mobile, in tablet, in anything. And here I have mockup automatically generated using Adobe Photoshop. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to ask any question about how to use the software, because it's totally free and you can install from Adobe Exchange. Write in the browser exchange.adobe.com and search here in Creative Cloud for TreeShade. Install totally free in Adobe Bridge and Adobe InDesign. And by the way, you can install Adobe Bridge free without the need to make subscription. All Adobe software you need to subscribe except Adobe Bridge. It's free. Just make an account and install Adobe Bridge, then install TreeShade extension and the local server. And at that time, at least you can make a dynamic website on your computer and host content management for this website. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.